On the bench today, we have the Squier Paranormal Troublemaker Telecaster Deluxe Limited Edition in Aztec Gold. This guitar also comes in black. Just a note, this is not a sponsored video. I purchased the guitar in the video. So this guitar is based upon two prior release guitars from Fender. Both guitars today have cult followings, are difficult to find, and carry a hefty price tag used if you do find one. First is the Fender USA Limited Edition Parallel Universe series. There were two of them. There was a Volume 1 and Volume 2 Troublemaker Telecaster Deluxe. The Volume 1 came out in 2018. The Volume 2 came out in 2020. Used, these guitars go for between $1,458 to $2,224 depending upon condition. New, this guitar's MSRP was $1,999. The next guitar was the Fender Made in Japan Troublemaker Telecaster, made in 2020. Used, this guitar goes for $1,086 to $1,794 depending upon condition. I could not find the MSRP price at this time. As soon as Chicago Music Exchange started posting this guitar for pre-order status at the beginning of summer, I purchased mine. It was not due to ship until November of 2024. Then, last week, I started to see this guitar for sale all over Reverb through many different resellers. I contacted one, and they said that they actually had them in stock, that it wasn't a pre-order. I placed my order, and 4 days later, it's in my shop. Chicago Music Exchange was gracious enough to allow me to cancel my original order that wouldn't ship until November. I'm pretty confident that they'll sell it quickly. Here's some of the features and specifications of the just-released Squier Paranormal version of this guitar. Product features: dual Fender design Alnico humbucking pickups, push-pull tone controls for coil splitting, fully adjustable bridge, a bound fingerboard with perloid block inlays, and matching painted headstock. Specifications: the body is made of poplar with a gloss finish of polyurethane. The neck joint is a bolt-on neck. Neck material is maple with a fingerboard made of laurel, and I have to say, and I'll say this again later in the video, it's probably one of the nicest looking laurel fingerboards I've ever seen. The neck has a shape of C, radius of 9.5 inches, nut width of 1.650 inches. It says the nut material is made of bone. I actually looked at Fender and multiple different sites, and they actually say that. So I've looked at it and it kind of looks like bone. I'm kind of holding out hope. The scale length is 25.5 inches, 21 narrow 12 frets. The pickup configuration is humbucker. Again, as I said, the neck and bridge is a Fender designed Alnico humbucker, and the electronics are push-pull tone, pot on tone for coil split, and dedicated volume to each of the two pickups. The guitar sells for between $449 to $499 new. The guitar has not been out long enough for a used pricing at this date. Notes and observations. The fit and finish on the guitar is exceptional, and the two color choices of Aztec Gold and black were really a good choice by Squier, and they make it really difficult to choose just one of the guitar. I really like the deluxe style large headstock with matching finish to the body, and the binding both on the body and the neck makes it look like a much more expensive guitar. The string height was pretty high, but it was easy enough to adjust by lowering the bridge on both sides. The intonation was adjusted properly from the factory, and it did not need to be altered. When I ran my hands up and down the sides of the fretboard, there were no noticeable sharp edges, and I checked all of the frets and found 0 fret rocking on the neck. The laurel fretboard is probably the nicest I've ever seen on a guitar. It actually looks like a really nice piece of rosewood on the fretboard of my guitar, at least. I don't know what all of them look like. When I first plugged the guitar into the amp on my bench, I could not get anything to come through the amp when in the middle or bridge position. I took the back covers off and eventually found the wire shorted for the specific channel to ground. And once I separated the posts that were touching, and then everything started working. I don't think that this could have happened in shipping, and really wonder how this could have gotten out of the factory with this issue. That's kind of, a frown on their QA. I did think to myself, though, that no string frills fell out, And for a second, I was very proud of Squier. Then I actually remembered that with this bridge type, there is no strength through the body or ferrules, and I kind of chuckled to myself. The weight on the guitar is great, weighing in at 7 pounds and 10 ounces, or 3.482 kilos. Measuring impedance on the pickups, the neck measures 7.65 k ohms. Both pickups measure 3.92 k ohms, and the bridge measures 8.03 k ohms. I really like the pickups. The neck is really smooth and has great lows and highs, really great for playing rhythm. And the bridge, it just kicks ass. I also appreciate the addition of the push-pull pots on the tone pots so I can utilize the pickups in split coil mode.